He was the best person you'd ever met. He saw you, really saw you, like he knew you better than you knew yourself. He said exactly what you'd always needed to hear. And then something broke. And now you sit there, asking, how could someone who loved me like that do what he did? The answer is simple, and it will change everything. He never changed. Only the cycle did. Today, we're breaking down the 3 phases of the narcissistic cycle: idealization, devaluation, discard. You'll understand what was happening at every stage and why it was never love. And most importantly, why smart, strong, deeply empathic people fall into this trap again and again. This is not weakness. It's a mechanism, and it works on everyone. Phase 1. Idealization. Psychologists call this love bombing. And it is exactly what it sounds like. You get buried. Messages from morning to night. Compliments that land precisely where they hurt the most, in a good way. Future plans by the second week of knowing each other. The feeling that this person was made specifically for you. Why does it work so powerfully? Because a narcissist is a master of mirroring. In the early stages, they study you, what you value, what you fear, what you've always dreamed of. Then they reflect it all back, becoming exactly the person you were always looking for. This is not coincidence. This is a hunt. Neuroscientists explain it this way. When someone loves you intensely, unconditionally, with that kind of focused admiration, your brain releases dopamine and oxytocin, the same chemicals as falling in love, but at 10 times the concentration. Your brain becomes chemically dependent. And that is exactly the moment when the dependency is locked.
In that the cycle moves to its next phase. Phase 2. Devaluation. It doesn't happen all at once, not brutally, not obviously. First, small cuts. A joke that lands slightly wrong, a look you can't quite read, words spoken just a little colder than usual. You chalk it up to tiredness, stress, your own oversensitivity, which is exactly what you're being told to believe. The narcissist begins gradually shifting what counts as normal in your relationship. What was unacceptable yesterday, today you're apologizing for being upset about. Yesterday he was tender, today you're walking on eggshells to avoid triggering his coldness. Psychologists call this moving goalposts. The standards keep changing, and you keep failing to meet them. But here's what makes this phase especially cruel. Between the blows, he comes back. Briefly. Warm again. Attentive again. The person from phase 1, just for a moment. And your brain, already hooked on the dopamine of his love, experiences that return as relief, as a reward. This is called intermittent reinforcement, and it creates a stronger dependency than love ever could. You start working to win back his approval, trying harder, rationalizing his behavior, defending him to the people who love you. And the harder you try, the deeper you go. Phase 3. Discard. This can look different ways. Sometimes it's sudden. He simply disappears, stops responding, as if you never existed. Sometimes it's gradual. The coldness becomes normal. The distance becomes routine. Sometimes it comes through betrayal. You find out there was someone else the whole time. But there's one thing all versions of the discard share. The narcissist leaves without any explanation that makes sense. Because he doesn't need to explain. You served your function. Admiration, attention, emotional supply. Now the source has run dry or become too demanding. Clinical psychologist Dr. Ramani Durvasula, one of the world's leading experts on narcissistic abuse, described it this way: the narcissist doesn't end a relationship, they simply change the channel. And here's what makes this phase the most devastating. You search for meaning in what happened. You try to understand what you did wrong. You replay conversations, looking for the moment everything went off track. You look for logic where there was never any logic to begin with. Because these weren't a relationship, they were a cycle. But the cycle doesn't end at the discard. Many narcissists come back. Psychologists call this Hoovering, named after the vacuum brand. You get sucked back in. A message a month later: "I've been thinking about you." Showing up at exactly the vulnerable moment he seems to sense when you're at your lowest. Promises that this time will be different. A flash of the closeness from phase 1, that exact feeling you've been missing. And your brain, which still remembers the dopamine of the beginning, responds instantly. This is not weakness, this is chemistry. Understanding this mechanism is the first step toward breaking the cycle. One last thing, and this matters. Narcissists don't choose their targets randomly. Research shows they choose empathic, intelligent, self-sufficient people. People with high standards. People who know how to love fully and deeply. Because those are the people who give the most of what a narcissist needs: admiration, patience, and the willingness to work on the relationship no matter what. If you found yourself in this cycle, it doesn't mean you were weak. It means you were exactly the person he was looking for. And now you know how the system works. That knowledge is already protection. The next video goes to the most painful place of all: why you can't leave, even when you know everything we just covered. Trauma bonding, what it does to your brain, and why it is not your fault. Link right here. And before you go, leave a comment with which phase you recognized yourself in. Just a number, 1, 2, or 3. You are not alone.